Hello again, it's Morgan from Opinionmeter, and I am here in this particular video to talk about our new enhanced satisfaction alerts, otherwise known as action alerts. We've always had simple alert capability where you can set any trigger point in any response to any question, even an open-ended question. So if a respondent selects any of those trigger points, either an email or an SMS alert will be sent to whomever or however many people you want notified in real time. So what we've done now is we've added conditional logic using Boolean logic, so you can actually use more advanced or complex alerting logic when you create these alerts. So let me use, let's say, this survey here. No, I don't want that one. I want the second one, hazard. That makes more sense. So let's just take a look at this survey and see what might be, a feasible scenario. So, okay, so question 3, please identify the type of hazards. This is for oil and gas, a compliance audit, data capture use case. So I've got safety, environment, security. Well, let's say safety and security. Those are pretty severe, very important. I certainly want to be alerted if something's going on there, but I don't want to be alerted if they just select safety. I need further conditions. Okay, so let's look down here. Okay, question 6. On a scale of 0 to 10, with 1 being not at all severe and 10 being very severe, how would you rate the hazard? So that would be a good combination and condition. So let's say if they select 8, 9, or 10, and they select safety or security, then trigger my alert. You see, so now we have several scenarios, several variables working to set a condition that will then trigger the alert. So how do we do this? All right, we figured out a survey to use. That's oil and gas hazard. I'm going to go to the sidebar and go to satisfaction alert. And then I'll go to create alert because I'm going to create a new alert. Now I have to select my my survey, and there it is, oil and gas hazard. And while that's loading, I'm just going to remember the 2 questions. It was 3 and 6 that I wanted. Now I have 2 alert types I can select. Our original simple alert, which we've always had in the system, and the new enhanced option called conditional Boolean. Okay, so I'm going to select that, click next. It's a simple 3-step wizard. So now I can add rules that define my conditions. So let me add rule, select my question. That was question 3. Now I have a number of options that I can use here. Has a response, has no response, contains one of. I think we're going to use contains one of. So I can select, yeah, this is good. So safety or security, we decided. All right, so that's 1. So that's 1 rule. I'm going to add another rule now for question 6. And let's go down to 6. And let's see, is one of as well. And we agreed to use the most severe being 8, 9, or 10. So if they select 8, 9, or 10, as well as safety or security in question 3, our alert will trigger. So this is a good example of a fairly simple, and you can add more and more and more rules to make this more refined and more complex as you wish. You can click the X to delete, to go back, etc. So I'm going to proceed. And now I can either go send through SMS or email, and you would just put in however many email addresses you want. You can grab from your address book or just put them in manually. And we give you a default template which you can further modify however you wish. And these alerts are very informative because by default we give you the survey name, the location, the serial number of the device that triggered the alert, the first, last name, time, date, a lot of information here, and if any open-ended questions were included. So the idea being whoever's receiving the alert needs enough intelligent information to respond to a customer or an employee who has triggered the alert, so they can intervene with enough, have enough information to intervene intelligently. That's the idea. So that's really what I wanted to show you. You can also track your alerts here in the View Alerts, and this is a whole alert management system where you can go in and create, click through and preview an alert and And anything bold is the actual question here that triggered the alert. So the teller did not thank them. They said no, the teller did not thank them. So that ended up triggering this particular alert. You can go through and change your status, resolved, in progress, etc. So there's a whole alert management module in our system as well. But I really just wanted to focus on how we've added the conditional alert logic to designing your satisfaction alerts. So you can really drill down into that data and make those alerts very, very specific. Okay, thanks for your time.